Hi Aamir, welcome to our show.
Thank you.
It's very ironic that you're missing from the screen for 3 years, and then you come with a film called Talash. You always keep us like looking for you.
Well, I don't intend for it to be so long. Actually, I mean, I'm conscious of the fact that I should be, people shouldn't have to wait for so long for a film of mine. But somehow, I don't know, my films take a little longer than other films. I don't know how people make films so fast. It takes us longer to make films. And my directors, I think my directors are quite slow, perhaps. Let me just blame my directors.
But audience wants to see more of Aamir Khan. So how do we accommodate more of you?
Well, I'm working on it, and I'm hoping that now that Talash is released, within the next 1 year, hopefully we will see Dhoom 3.
Yeah.
We'll get to see Dhoom 3, and within 1 year of Dhoom 3 releasing, you'll get to see PK,
right?
Which is Raju Hirani's film.
Right.
It's called PK, P. Dot K.
Right.
Dot,
Yeah.
Initials. So this is the lineup, and I'm hoping that every year that I'll have one release at least.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't go faster than that. I mean, I know there are actors who do
so many films
3-4 films a year, but it's a little difficult for me to do that.
Yeah. Industry insiders often feel that a thriller is very difficult to reach the 100 crore mark with a film which is like a thriller, because it's not as massy as probably a Three Idiots would have been.
Sure. Yeah, I think, well, first of all, I think Talash is not a thriller, it's a suspense drama.
Right.
Which makes it even more difficult.
Yeah, exactly.
Because a thriller at least is fast-paced and a lot of action and things happening and cars flying all over the place. This is not that kind of a film. It's got its own pace, which is a very relaxed pace, which I think is very right for the kind of film it is. It's a very emotional story.
Right.
There's a lot of intrigue and suspense to it. So you're right, this is not a film typically that does a huge amount of business.
Right.
But the way it's going, I'm quite happy.
You're happy with it?
I'm happy with the way it's going, and I'm really happy with the response that we're getting. I think the way that, there's a huge section of the audience which has really loved the film and connected with the film, and that reaction which I'm getting is very close to what my reaction was when I heard the script.
Right.
I found it very intriguing, and when the suspense was revealed to me, I was quite taken aback. I hadn't seen it coming. And I also found it very moving, the film, So I thought it's...
Your emotional journey, the loss
it's a very beautiful story.
Yeah.
And people are really, I think, connecting with that. So I'm really happy about that.
Yeah. I saw the film 2 days after release, and I had to take an extra effort to block myself out and not, read any BBMs, SMSs about the film, because there's always a risk with a thriller because the
people
plot
in the
goes
suspense,
out. So,
people want to tell you.
Isn't it heartbreaking when, you have these SMSs going around saying who's the whatever?
Well, I mean, fortunately, most people are quite sensitive. So most people don't reveal the suspense. There are some people who want to spoil the fun for others. What can you do about that, That's life.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if a film is good, then all this doesn't matter.
Right.
That's what I've realized.
Right. This year, we've seen a spate of comedies and action films doing really well. So have you thought of doing a slapstick kind of comedy? Or is it like,
Well, no, I haven't thought of doing that. But I mean, I love comedy as a genre.
Yeah.
I really enjoy...
But even the slapstick kinds?
Yeah, Andaz Apna Apna.
Yeah, of course.
Andaz Apna Apna is actually a combination of some scenes are slapstick, some scenes are, farcical, some scenes are dialogue comedy.
Funny.
Some scenes are situationally funny. So there's all kinds of comedy in Andaz Apna Apna. I like comedy as a genre, and I would be happy to do it sometime soon. Whenever the right script comes up.
Yeah.
There was a lot of humor in Three Idiots as well.
Yeah, there was a lot of humor in it, right? Yeah. But it's not like Aamir Khan is too intellectual for a movie like that.
No, certainly not. I mean, I love humor. If you've seen Rang De Basanti, my character of DJ actually is quite funny. He's the guy who brings the humor to the film.
Yeah. We heard the story about how Kareena didn't even hear what her role was. She just signed on because it was an Aamir Khan film.
Kareena is too sweet, and she's just being very generous in her praise of me. But I'm touched with the kind of affection she's always shown me, and I'm as fond of her. I think she's such a wonderful person. And she's such a wonderful actress.
Yeah.
And I think Saif is a terribly lucky man to have a wife like Kareena. She's really wonderful, genuine kind of a person, So I'm so happy for the two of them. And I always love working with Kareena. She's really special.
Most girls in the industry, including Kareena, in fact, Kareena said this, that an actor actor's career is incomplete if they haven't worked with Aamir Khan. So how do you react to such statements?
Don't believe everything that she says.
Come on, I'm sure she means it.
I mean, no, I'm sure she means it, and I respect her thoughts. But that's not entirely true.
Like Rani says that Aamir is my guru. So, this godlike status, how do you react to it?
No, I don't react to it. They're just, for me, all of us are the same, and we're just working together as a team to make a good film.
Yeah.
So I don't react to all this.
Aamir, with every movie, like your superstardom is like, you're raising the bar. How does Aamir Khan keep himself grounded?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm not making any special effort to remain grounded. I am what I am, I guess, And I don't feel the need to feel something special about myself. I think I'm a regular person like anyone else. So I never felt the need that I should need, what do I do to feel grounded? I've not had that problem. I'm quite happy with the way I am, and I don't think I'm any great shakes. So I'm fine.
Come on, that's like modesty.
No, it's not. I mean, I guess what happens is that people have a certain perception of you, and they have a certain view of you, and I respect that. I have that view of a lot of people, where I feel that this person is really amazing. But that person may not feel that about himself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
So, yeah.
So are like conversations at home about movies, or is it all kinds of things?
No, not about movies. My house, I mean, we are not overly obsessed about films. Sometimes we talk about films also. Yeah. But it's not as if we are only talking about films or movies, no.
Yeah. You've been directed by a female director twice. How different is it?
Thrice, actually.
Thrice, right.
There was Deepa Mehta, and then Kiran, and then now Reema. And it has been wonderful working with all these three directors who are women.
I mean, does it bring a certain kind of emotional quotient into the process? How different is it?
It's a tough one, in the sense that I don't think that, for me, it doesn't matter whether the director is male or female. It doesn't matter at all. What a male brings or what a female brings would be different. I would assume that there is some difference to a male perspective or a female perspective of anything. But I'm not able to pinpoint what that is.
Okay.
Because I think that a lot of male directors who I've worked with are also very sensitive. I mean, generally, women are considered to be more sensitive.
Right, exactly. That's what I meant, yeah.
I'm not sure that's true in the creative field, because I think that a lot of men are also very sensitive. I believe that I'm very sensitive. A lot of women are insensitive, I have to tell you, also. So, I don't know. I think to be a creative person, there's a certain level of sensitivity you need to begin with. Otherwise, you can't be a creative person, So, in the creative field, I think it's a little difficult to... Each human being is different. Let me put it that way.
Right.
Each human being is different and unique. And each one of us has got our own strengths and weaknesses. And so, when you work with a director, male, female, whatever, each one brings our own something unique to the film. And that's what I appreciate about each of my directors.
Aamir, you're like the king of the crore club. I can't even say 100 crore anymore, it's 200 crores with 3 Idiots. So does that really scare you, that cycle? That we are all getting into every Friday, our discussions all about how many crores the film
has made, my discussions are not that.
Really?
My discussions are more about how I like the film. If I've seen a film, I want to know. I mean, I want to feel certain things about watching a film. So when I see a film, I don't even know what the business is. I mean,
really?
If you look back, what are the films you remember? I remember Pyasa. I don't know the business of Pyasa. I don't remember it because how many crores it made. I remember it because it's a film that affects me.
Right, absolutely.
When I see a film like Mughal-e-Azam, I don't know what business it did. I've heard it was a successful film, but if you ask me how many crores it made, I don't know. I don't know how many crores, Garam Hawa made. These are the films I remember, that they've affected me and touched me. So in the long run, these crores are completely meaningless. A film touches your heart.
Totally.
It lives with you.
Yeah.
It becomes a part of your memories. It becomes a part of your learning. It becomes a part of your growing. It becomes a part of your experiencing. And that is why you remember these films, which are special to you and close to you. Not because of how many crores it has made.
Recently, Salman was saying, I was hoping Ek Tha Tiger would break the records of 3 Idiots, but it came to,
I hope it does.
To a close.
Yeah, no, I'm happy for films to break the record of 3 Idiots because I don't think that is a big achievement for me.
Wow.
The achievement of 3 Idiots for me is not that it is 202 crores. That's not the achievement for me of 3 Idiots. The achievement of 3 Idiots is that it has entered the hearts of people.
Yeah.
That is the achievement
and people
of 3
still remember
Idiots.
and talk about it.
People remember it. People's lives have changed because of it. So many young kids are so inspired by the film. So many parents have realized what their children are going through. That's the achievement of 3 Idiots. That 202 crore is not important.
They don't remember the numbers. Yeah.
That's
exactly,
not important for me. So I'm happy for other people if they break the record of 3 Idiots.
Satyameva Jayate, how much has that changed, your image, your public figure, your image as a public figure?
I don't know because I don't see myself from the public's point of view, so I won't be able to answer that. But I can tell you it's changed me.
Really?
It's been a huge learning curve for me. I've learned so much in the process of doing Satyameva Jayate, through the research and through the people I've met and the kind of effect they have had on me and their lives have had on me. So it's been a very enriching process for me and a huge learning experience. I feel I've come closer to the people of this society, of this country, and I've come closer to this country by going through this experience, and sharing so much. Each one of us has shared so much of our lives through this process.
Imran Khan has a guru at home, but others are calling you guru. He has a guru at home with you. So how involved are you in his career?
No, I'm not involved at all.
Really? He doesn't like
No, he doesn't like me. I don't like it.
Okay.
I think he's totally capable of looking after himself, and he's totally capable of chalking out the path that he wants to take. And in any case, I have no business, intruding on his life and his professional life and his work. And all of us in our family are very individualistic and independent people.
Strong-minded,
And I think Imran is looking after himself really well and very capable. He doesn't need my help at all.
Wow. Salman says that 2 boys who can take over after the 3 Khans is Ranbir Kapoor and Imran Khan. What do you say about that?
Yeah, certainly. I think both of them are very talented. And I mean, what is there to take over? It's not as if I'm, not wanting to give something to somebody. I think that, I would be happy for Imran and Ranbir to do great work. I saw Barfi. That was fantastic. I saw, Imran was excellent in Delhi Belly. A lot of other young actors I've seen who are doing some great work. There was Ranveer, who was in Band Baja or
Ranveer Singh, right,
yeah. So a lot of young actors doing some fantastic work. So great to see that.
Media always keeps talking about these Khan wars, Aamir. Is there really, a war out there?
Not for me. There's no war for me.
Yeah. Do you ever talk about it? Do you ever feel the competition?
No.
Forget with the Khans, you've been in the industry for so many years.
Yeah, no, I don't
still
compete.
Feel?
I don't feel like competing with anyone.
Yeah.
And I don't feel threatened, nor do I feel the need to surpass anyone.
Wow.
I genuinely am saying that. I feel that I'm just quite... What I'm concerned about is not that. And what I'm concerned about is that what I'm making, it affects me. It's something very close to me, what I'm making.
Yeah.
And I'm concerned that should have a good impact on your heart when you watch it. That's what I'm concerned about.
Aamir, just the last question. How much has life changed after Azad? Do you want to rush home from work and be with the baby?
Well, he's a real joy. Sometimes I can't believe that we have him in our lives. He's a real joy to us.
Thanks so much, Aamir. It was great talking to you. A pleasure.
Thank you. Pleasure.
Thank you so much.